Hello YouTube, it is me, Clark. I'm going to do a Apex Legends tier list, but it's going to be for the guns, except it's going to be for their iron sights. I got this idea semi from Macro, so go see his video on it. I'll probably put a link in the description, so editor Clark, go do that now. Right now. Go do it, editor Clark. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to search up for a Season 9 win list Apex. Boom. Open tier list Apex. Why can't I just find this? I don't even. Apex Legends Season 9. List. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to be doing it for the iron sights. And now I've got to just let this actually load. You know, I should have let it load before I started the video. I'm just gonna start talking here, so if you wanna like skip ahead in the video to when it actually starts, then yeah, you can go ahead. Oh, here we go. Okay. Bear, you cannot come in my room while I'm recording. Stop it. Alright, here we go. So in Apex Legends weapon tier list, here we go. Hello? That's weird. The whole thing seems to be frozen. There we go. Okay, so firing range. Apex Legends weapon tier list, but it's for their iron sights. Wait, I gotta equip no skins. So this is going to be the, well, I mean, I guess I don't have any of the pay to win skins on. Oh, come on. I guess I don't have any of the pay to win skins on, but still. I'm just gonna do factory issue for all of these. I've never known what the Havoc's like default skin is because I never use it. Huh. That's still factory issue, that's factory issue, and that's solstice, but I'm gonna go factory issue. And I've never even looked at the R301's factory issue. Actually, I like this and this better with like their factory issues. For the skins that I have because of the skins that I have right now. Yeah, okay. Light machine guns. I don't have skins for the light machine guns. Trial by fire I have on the triple take, but that doesn't even change it. But I guess I'll just equip factory issue. Off the grid I have for the 3030, but factory issue. Yeah. Adjust one. Yeah, I don't have anything. Wait. I never knew it had like this color because I never like used the Sentinel because the longbow's overpowered in like season 9. I mean, and so is the charge rifle. This is flamingo on it, so factory issue. Factory issue, and factory issue. I don't even have the pay-to-win skins on the wingman, which I do actually want. Is that just a pistol inside of a shell? Because that's what it looks like, but it's not. If you guys don't know what the pay-to-win skins for this are, it's Death Ray and I think Mercy. Yep. It's these two right here because they have this as their sight. It doesn't have the like little pop-up red thing. But anyway, I'm going into firing range to decide which iron sights I like and which ones I don't. But I'm doing it for like every iron sight. Oh yeah, and this is the first thing one of the first things I'm doing in the morning because I had like breakfast and I had to feed and walk my dogs. But okay, so get out of here. Oh, and I'm using Wraith as my legend. Okay, so starting off with the snipers. So starting off with the snipers is the Sentinel. I don't really like its iron sights. It's not my favorite iron sights, but I mean, it's fine until I get an iron sight. It's just that, well, it's fine until I get a scope, but like, I'll pick up any scope for this thing. Like, I'll pick up a freaking HCOG. I'll pick up a freaking, well, I mean, yeah, I'll pick up a freaking gray HCOG. But I would mostly want to go for like, yeah, I'll pick up an HCOG because that increased soon. But so even just the blue 6x sniper would work for me. But I would prefer to pick up any scope instead of just having like, I'd prefer any other scope instead of, I never knew there was a digital sniper threat. That's cool. I just immediately pick up whatever scope that works with the sniper. The charge rifle. So wait, I'm gonna go with, so yeah, we're Sentinel. Here it is, Sentinel. I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna put it, well, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Like, it's not D tier garbage. It's not like, the Sentinel isn't D tier garbage, but it's not like the best, you know? The charge rifle, like, this isn't a thing where I'd pick up an HCOG. This isn't a thing where I'd pick up an HCOG. This isn't a thing that I would pick up an HCOG or a holo on. Because, like, well, I mean, I might pick up an HCOG. This is the longest reload in the game. This isn't the thing that I would pick up a HCOG, but I would pick up a holo maybe. And the 3x HCOG Ranger. I would pick up that thing.
Got my ultimate ready.
Why do I always force of habit click that? But I would more want like a digi threat, or no, I would prefer like, I would prefer like one of these snipers, but if I had to, I would go for like a 1x2 holo. I would definitely pick up that. Even just the gray holo, I'll pick up that. But if there's no holos around, if there's no holos around, then I'm fine just using the iron sights because it's kind of like a sight. So I'll go ahead and put it in the B tier. B for bearable. Yeah, that's charge rifle, right? Is that charge rifle or the heckin' L-Star? Is L-Star even on this tier list? Did they forget L-Star? Did they? That's gotta be L-Star right there, right? No, that's not L-Star. Did they forget L-Star? I think they forgot L-Star. They didn't put L-Star on here. Okay. Okay, pal. Longbow. Gotta hear you. Longbow, it covers up so much of the screen. That's a ton of lag. That's a ton of lag. Okay, this thing is Apex is being weird today. Yep. So I would prefer to have like. I'm fine. Like. Wait, I just picked up a. Okay. So, the iron sights are fine, but I would prefer picking up something like a hollow. Like, I wouldn't pick up an HCOG on it, unless it's the purple HCOG. It's the only HCOG I would pick up on it. And, they actually... They buffed the damage of this thing. It went from 55 in Season 8 to 60 in Season 9. And I don't know what the headshot damage was on this thing in Season 8, because I would never use it, but I know that that's also increased. Anyway, I'd prefer something like a... just this thing. I would prefer this over the iron sights. I just don't like the iron sights on this thing. Yeah, I just don't like the iron sights. They are not it, Chief. They're not it, Chief. They're not like doo-doo, so they're not D tier, but they're definitely not B tier. So, I'll put it. Is that it? No, it's this right here. Okay, I'll put it in C tier. It's not like D tier garbage, but it's not like it's not B tier bearable. Okay, so that was the last of the snipers. Is OBS still recording? OBS is still recording. Okay. Okay, so moving on to the light guns. So the RE45 iron sights are fine. You know, this is like one of those guns that is also easy to like. This is also easy to just hip fire with. But, you know. You know, I mean, I'm gonna get an extended light mag. I'm just going I'm sorry, but yeah, this, I do not like it without any, Why did I fly forward so fast? I just missed so many shots, and it's still one-tappable. So, the RE45, I would definitely prefer a sight on it for like for enemies that are farther away, like that one from here, like. Well, I mean, it's standing still, but like that over there, well, I mean, it's moving very slowly. Yeah, but, since, most battles that you have to whip out this thing are close range battles when, like, your primary gun, like, say the R301, is, like, out of ammo and you don't have time to reload, so you whip out this bad boy to just finish them off or like chip away at them. Make them run away to like heal or something. But like, I'd say the RE45's iron sights, they're okay, but I would prefer to get even just an HCOG. Yeah, you see that's much better. I would even prefer just obviously Digi-Threat on like most things, but like I would even prefer a 1x hollow on this thing. It's much easier to just aim with. So yeah, I think this is our the RE45 is our second B tier. So yeah, it's our second B tier. I will take the ammo. Okay. P2020. These things iron sights are not it. Like, if you're like, I know the like meme about basically making this not a fire weapon. With how fast you like click your mouse or press the shoot button on your controller, on your like Xbox or PlayStation controller. Just turning this thing into a basically automatic weapon. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. But this thing's iron sights, they're not it, Chief. Not it. I do not like using this thing's iron sights. I'll immediately pick up whatever sight works on this. Or, well, I mean, I don't even run P2020. Look how dumb.
Contact.
What? Hello?
Yes, made it through.
I don't know how to inspect my weapon. Is it G? No. Is it H or J or K? Nope, that's my ultimate. X, C. Nope, that's crap.
Got my ultimate ready.
I know what that does. Oh, it's N. Yeah, it looks... Well, it does look really dumb on top of the P2020. Thing is, it's so much better than the iron sights. I know it may, like, look cooler. Like, you see, it looks cooler without that giant thing on there. But it doesn't matter about looks. It's about, why am I all the way in heavy? I don't even know. But it's just about, like, how good it is. I self-consciously moved all the way to heavy because I wanted to be able to actually, like, hit them. Well, I can hit them now. They're standing still. If it's like an enemy that's like jumping around and stuff, I can't hit that with these iron sights. So I'd say P2020 iron sights are not it, Chief. They're not it. They're not it. Not it. Not it. Not it. They are not that. You know what? I should pick up a backpack. Yes, I'm gold boy. Yes, I'm gold boy. Yes, I'm gold boy. I'm gold man. I'm gold man. No. Now I am golden red man. Okay. But anyway, next up on the list is R301. R301 iron sights are... Did I rank P20? Did I even put P2020s in the tier list? No, I didn't. For P2020, I'd say it's my first D tier. I'm sorry, guys, but I do not like the P2020's iron sights. And if you disagree, you can put it in the comment. Oh my god. But if you guys disagree, have fun with it. If you guys disagree, then go ahead and write a comment where you think a weapon should have been, where you think a weapon should have been, but don't like be mean about it. Alright. But yeah. And also, I'll put a link to Macro's video on how he ranked the iron sights, and I'll also put a link to his video on, I'll put a link to his video on what he ranked the iron sights on, and I'll also put a link to my, I mean, it's not D tier, because this thing is fine. Like, with anvil receiver. No. You see, the thing about the R301 is that it excels at all ranges. It's good at short, long, and mid-range fights. But you wouldn't, well, can't put Digithread on it. You wouldn't, if you're trying to fight someone mid to long range, only using iron sights on this thing, expect not to expect not to win that fight. If you expect to lose that fight, because it's just not the best. Like with Hollow On, yeah, it's a lot easier. So yeah, even with Gray Hollow, it's much easier. Oh my god. The lag, HCOG is not recommended for super long range fights. HCOG is not recommended for the long range fights where they're that far, they're as far away as that thing. It's not recommended if they're moving really fast, moving all over the place. R99. R99 is, oh my god, the lag. What just happened? Jesus, I don't know how to treat the lag. I didn't even rank R301. I'd say R301 is probably going to be, it's C tiered. C for, well, I don't know what C would stand for, but C, it's in C tier because it's good, but as soon as you find a hollow or an HCOG, you'll want to put that on.
Ready.
R99, since it excels at such close ranges, you won't really need an iron sight on it. But you still might want to put something like an HCOG on it, just to make it easy on yourself. Is this thing a god? Jesus. But, R99, I'd say R99, it's fine until I'd say it's fine, but you'll definitely want to get an iron sight on this thing. You'll definitely want to get a sight on this thing as soon as possible. you'll want to get like you'll want to get like an HCOG or even a hollow on it as soon as possible. I mean, you can just go freaking, like, for such close range fights, you can just go, like, okay, I don't know what this lag is about. For close range fights, you can just go and be fine most of the time. But, you definitely want, like, an HCOG or a hollow ASAP. It doesn't even have to be like freaking purple, or doesn't even have to be freaking digi threat hollow. We're talking just gray hollow will be fine. Like, I'm talking just gray hollow. How does it keep happening? But yeah. But yeah. Even gray HCOG will be good. So yeah, I'm going to put R9. I'm gonna put R99 in the B tier. It's in the B tier for it's B for bearable, but you'll definitely want to sight on it ASAP. Alternator. Okay, so this is one of the first, like, ones. I'm gonna put alternator. I think alternator is gonna be our first A tier. Cause like it's a freaking good weapon just using hipfire, right? It's like super heckin' good. But its iron sights is literally a flat surface. It's a flat surface with a dot, which doesn't take up too much. It doesn't take up too much of the. Can I please just kick him or punch him, please? It doesn't. I never noticed they had R301s. Like, it's just a wait. Oh my god, it does. The area, the flat line with a dot, the flat line that's blue gets smaller the less ammo you have. How did I never notice that? Like, this thing is fine just hip firing. But like, the iron sights are like, they're great, but like, cause like you won't want to pick up like a gray hollow or a gray HCOG. You might not even want like, you won't want a gray hollow or a gray HCOG. Like, the first HCOG that you should pick up with this thing would be a blue HCOG, and I don't think you need a 1x2. I don't think you need this. You won't need this thing. So I would recommend like picking up a blue HCOG for it. It's definitely what's recommended on this thing. Blue HCOG and barrel stabilizer. Blue HCOG, any sort of barrel stabilizer. Doesn't matter if it's gray barrel stabilizer. Doesn't matter if it's a gray barrel stabilizer. It still helps. Or like a blue or a purple. It's just yeah, even without a barrel stabilizer, this thing is still great if you know how to control your recoil correctly. Of course, I accidentally went all the way over to the energy weapons. How do I keep doing this? But anyway, this thing is perfectly fine. This thing is like, you don't even need a digi thread on this. Oh, I'm out of ammo. All right. No, get out of here, RE45. I already tiered you. But yeah, I'd say this is our first A tier for the iron sights. Like, take off digi threat, right? Perfectly fine. This flat line, this is a flat, well, it's a flat surface with a dot, which it doesn't take up too much of the screen, doesn't take up too little of the screen to where it's basically not even an iron sight. It's perfection. So I'd say they did the alternator good. They did the alternator good. Am I still recording? Yes. Wait, is there seriously a white line on the bottom? Okay. Whatever. Castaways. We are castaways. Alternator's iron sights are going to be fine until you find a blue HCOG. A blue HCOG is like the first thing that you'll want to pick up, or a digi threat. Because you won't need, I don't think you'll need this hollow or the 1x2 variable hollow, but I would definitely prefer like a 2x HCOG as the first thing that you pick up, the blue HCOG. Okay, so next up is G7 Scout. I don't like the iron sights on this thing. It just, in my opinion, it takes up too much of the screen. I think it takes up, well, not too much of the screen, but like it takes up a huge chunk that it doesn't need to. I would definitely prefer getting something like I wouldn't even prefer I would prefer a gray HCOG over this thing. Like any of these scopes that work on it. Any of the scopes that work on it, I would prefer over the iron sights. Any scope that works on it, I would prefer over the iron sights on this thing. But it doesn't really matter to me because I don't use this gun. So yeah, G7 Scout. I'd say we got ourselves our 4th C tier. C tier because it's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's not the worst. It's not like super bad to where it doesn't even help like the P2020, but you'll definitely want to pick up the first iron sight that you find. So next up is 3030 repeater. I don't like this guy's iron sights. I don't like this iron sight. I don't like this thing's iron sights. They're just not good in my opinion. They're just, sorry guys, but they're just not good in my opinion. Like you'll want to pick up like maybe the first HCOG that you find. Just the first HCOG you find will be fine. Yeah, the first HCOG that you find on this thing will be fine. I don't like the 3030 repeaters iron sights. I don't need to take too long to decide that this thing is our 2nd D tier. Where is it? Oh, there it is. 3030 repeater. Blap. Sorry, 3030. I do not like you. Sorry to all you 3030 repeater fans, but I do not like the iron sights on this thing. Okay, next up is the wingman. If you're doing close range, you'll have a better time hip firing. But if you're trying to long range someone, okay, so, sorry. If you're not using the pay-to-win ray gun skin, or like the other like gun that's similar to ray gun, the iron sights on this thing are not it. They're not it. They're not it. Like, if you're wondering why I keep saying, like, it's not it, Chief, and like you're wondering if it's not it, then what's it? What's it is the alternator or any of the S tiers that will be coming up later. I don't really like this. The wingman is a great gun, but like the iron sights are they're not good. I don't like this like little red dot. I think they should have this red circle in it. I think they should have replaced that with something. Yeah. Spitfire. Okay, so the Spitfire. Oh wait, I didn't even place it. So, okay, so the wingman, I'm gonna put in D tier. Or, no, should I put it in D tier or C tier? I think I'm gonna put it in D tier. It's just not it. It's just not it. Sorry. The iron sights on it, I do not like personally. If you like them, good for you. Iron sights on the Spitfire, they're like, I have a love and hate relationship with this thing. Depending on how long range it is. Depending on how long range the fight is. If it's like a long range fight, like I'm trying to like freaking snipe someone from like that thing far away, then I definitely won't want to use the iron sights for that fight. That's not a fight that I'll want to iron sight with. I'll want something like, say, like this will be fine until you find like a 2x HCOG. Like its iron sights will be fine until you find a 2x HCOG. That's all I'm gonna say. Its iron sights are fine until you find a 2x HCOG, so I think I'm gonna put the Spitfire in A tier. Or no, I'm gonna put it in B tier. B tier for bearable, because I think actually, now that I think about it, you'll probably want to pick up a 1x HCOG. You'll probably want to pick up the 1x HCOG. The iron sights, it's not that the iron sights are not it, because they're in B tier, B for bearable tier. They're perfectly fine. Like, you could run iron sight Spitfire for a good while. That'll be all fine. Hemlock. Okay, the Hemlock, I like its iron sights. They're pretty good.
Enemy over there.
Oops.
Forget that.
So, the Hemlock. Whoops. Okay, so the Hemlock's fine.
Punching a tunnel. Portal's ready.
You know what?
Ultimate's ready.
I just put that there. Don't know why I even did that. So, the iron sights on this are kind of like a scope. in that they are perfectly fine where they sit. They are perfectly fine. Like, they're good. They're not S tier good, but like you're safe to use the iron sights until like you get a 2 times HCOG or like a 1 times hollow. Maybe even a 2 times to 4 times variable hollow. But I'm gonna put this thing in A tier. It's our second A tier because the iron sights on this thing are Gucci. They're good. I like them. It's not because I like Hemlock. I do like Hemlock, but that's not the reason I'm putting it so high. It's because they're literal freaking good iron sights. So, the flatline. I hate the flatlines iron sights. I love using the flatline. Like, in trios or duos, I find anvil receiver and on this thing some sort of extended mag. I find anvil receiver some sort of extended mag and even just a 1 times HCOG, then I'm set for the whole game. Maybe like even just a gray standard shot. Boom, perfection. But like, it's iron sights. They're fine in close range, but if you're trying to frickin' snipe someone from across the map, like I've hit this thing only a few times. This thing's iron sights are no good, not good, not at all. Don't like them. I hate them. I hate this thing's iron sights, but I love this thing. Oh my god. Get stuck.
Throwing North Star. Ultimate's ready.
So yeah, that's it for the heavy. Oh wait, did I even? Okay. Oh, the flatline. Flatline, I'm gonna have to put in D tier. Sorry to all of you flatline iron sights fans, or any of the fans of the iron sight guns that I put in D tier. Sorry. Next up is the Volt. The Volt's iron sights are in a good spot. No, the Volt's iron sights are in a perfect spot. Like, you might not even need, like, you can bring this thing to endgame. You can bring the second thing to endgame without even putting on a sight. Like, you can bring this thing to endgame with this and still dominate, bro. Like, this thing doesn't need a sight to be great. It's just a great gun. It's just a great gun. It has great iron sights. So many weapons strive to be just like the Volt. Devotion. For me, this thing takes up too much. Like, this thing's iron sights take up way too much of the screen. Oh my god. Devotion's iron sights are in a not good place. And by that I mean they're just not good. They're not it, Chief. They're not it. They are not good. I'm sorry to all the people that like the devotions.
Phasing.
I pressed in. At which point did I press Q? I pressed in. But anyway, I'm gonna put the devotion in C tier. It's not D tier garbage, but like you'll want to get like at least a 1 times HCOG. Like, well, actually, no, I'm gonna put it in D tier. Sorry, but it is not good. Let's see. Next gun is the Havoc. Okay, so the Havoc. Let's talk about the Havoc. Look at this. This is good. These iron sights right here, they're like a scope. They're like, it's like what Respawn or whoever worked on this game. It's like what they wanted to. This thing excels at what whoever made this wanted to do with the Wingman. It's like what they wanted to do with the Wingman's iron sights, but so much better. Yeah, like the first sight that you'll want to pick up is probably gonna be like, you know, you might not even need an iron sight until you find. Hello? You might not even need a sight until you find until you pick up this thing. You know what? I'm gonna put on that colorblind setting. Video. Audio gameplay. No, this is not the one. It's this one. Why are all of them just pink? Why are all of them just pink? Why are all of them just pink? Okay, wait. I'm just gonna put it on default. Whatever. But anyway. So the Havoc, I'm putting the Havoc in, where's Havoc? Havoc is going in A tier. So, pause right here. To anyone who just joined the video or skipped ahead a ton, the reason why I have Wingman all the way in D tier while having the Charge Rifle in B tier, it's because I'm writing the iron sights. Just this little thing. No scope, the iron sights. And last, and certainly and last, but not least, we have the L-Star. So the L-Star doesn't really need to reload unless you overheat it by shooting too much, because then all it'll need to do that animation right there. But you'll definitely, this thing's iron sights. You'll want to pick up at least a 1x HCOG. You'll definitely want to pick up a 1x HCOG for the L-Star. It's not dookie garbage, but it's not the best. It's not the best, but it's not B tier bearable, and it's not D tier garbage, so it's in C tier. Yeah, it's C tier. Next up is, I guess I'll just go ahead and rate the Bocek. I am not personally a fan of this thing's iron sights, especially since it's in the marksman weapon category, and its iron sights is this. Really? Take a look at this enemy over there. They're not moving, so I can accurately hit them. Right? But you see, that's not the case with a lot of things. With actual players, they're going to be moving. So yeah, you can have both of these at the same time. But you would definitely want to pick up the first 1x HCOG, or even just the first 1x hollow or 1x HCOG. You'll definitely want on this thing, because you won't want to be running this without a scope for long in games. you'll definitely want something. You'll definitely want something on this. You won't want to like go that far in the game. Like not like I'd say it's D tier, or no, it's C tier. Next up is the care package weapons. This thing just comes with it? No. I'm doing the iron sights. Auto and burst. The Prowler. It's Prowler's fine. These things are just coming with scopes. Like, stop it. The iron sights on this are fine. The iron sights on the triple take are fine. They're not my, oh wait, I gotta put the Prowler on the tier list. So I'd say Prowler is like C tier. You'll definitely want like some sort of scope on it, but it's bearable until you get a scope. Now, well, this thing, so anyway, the I don't really like its iron sights. YouTube, I don't really like its iron sights. It's not my favorite. You'll definitely want like the scope that it comes with right here is much more accurate to hit shots with. Right? You'll even want something like an HCOG is fine. Like, even though it's a sniper, the HCOGs work perfectly fine on it. Even the HCOGs are fine on this thing. You'll definitely want, like, at least a hollow. If you have to be forced to use the iron sights for like a long time because like the game just won't give you a freaking sight, then just try not to make it try not to get into a super long range fight. What is the choke disabled usually? So with choke disabled, it just does a full power shot the whole time. Huh. Meh. Anyway, that was the triple take. I'm gonna put the triple take. I'm gonna put that in B tier. It's B for bearable, but you'll definitely want like the blue hollow or the blue HCOG, but like I would recommend like not the 1x HCOG or the 1x hollow. Just pick up like a blue HCOG or hollow. And for the Kraber, well, the Kraber's our first S tier. Because we don't know what the iron sights are. I mean, it literally comes with a non-removable. It comes with a non-removable scope. So the Kraber, it's the Kraber 50 caliber sniper. The Kraber, oh wait, I forgot to put did I forget to put the vault in? What did I put vault as? Like A tier or like S tier? It's like S tier, but the Kraber is our first S tier, while Vault is our second. But the Kraber, it literally comes with a non-removable scope that literally tells you how far away your enemy is. Like, look on the like meters thing. It tells you how many meters away this thing is. But yeah, Kraber, we don't even know what the iron sights look like. I don't know if you can see what they look like in Titanfall 2, because I don't play Titanfall 2, but yeah. Next up for the shotguns is the Mozambique. I don't like its iron sights. You most likely won't be using this thing with iron sights, but still. You're probably not going to be using this thing's iron sights too much, but if you are forced to use this thing's iron sights, you might not want to. You might want to pick up like a, well, not a 1x hollow, this thing and a pistol. You'll probably want to pick up like an HCOG of any sort. Well, not a purple HCOG, because that's just wasting your time, a frickin' Mozambique. I mean, at least it has 6 shots now instead of Season 8's measly 4. But yeah, I'm gonna put that in C tier. C for kinda good. I know that's not how you spell kinda. Next up is the Peacekeeper. The Peacekeeper? If you're not using the pay-to-win skin, which is the Lone Star, by the way, then you're fine for a little bit. You're gonna be fine. I don't think you even need a sight on this. Like, while it is a shotgun, you might at the very least want a 1x8. You might want a gray HCOG at the very least. But yeah, that's the Peacekeeper. Next up is the EVA-8 Auto. Now, I get that this thing is a shotgun. I hate its iron sights. Like, whenever I'm aiming down this thing without having a scope, I do not like it. While it is a shotgun and you won't really be needing to like aim down the sights for most of your encounters while using a shotgun, if you do aim down the sights, it just takes up too much of the screen. It takes up way too much of the screen. You see this? You don't need to take up this much of the screen, EVA-8. That's selfish. You're just a shotgun. Mozambique doesn't help while EVA-8 tries too hard to help. You see, 1x HCOG is just better for it, which is why. Did I even rate the Peacekeeper? I did not. I'm going to put Peacekeeper in B tier, B for Barrett. No, I'm going to put it in A tier. They did good with the Peacekeeper. But the EVA-8 Auto, I'm going to put it 1 tier below in B tier. And last but not least, oh, the Mastiff. Oh, what am I going to say about the Mastiff? Ho-ho! Well, what I'm going to say about the Mastiff is, this crap, useless. Completely and utterly useless. The only thing you need on this is one of these three. Even just the gray shotgun bolt. You don't need a scope on this thing to be amazing. It's just that good. It's just that good. This thing, the Mastiff, you might not even need to aim. But this shotgun is the GOAT. This shotgun is the GOAT. This is the greatest shotgun. This is what I think is the best shotgun in the game. You don't need a scope on this. You don't even need a one-time HCOG. You don't need crap. A digi threat? Who puts a digi threat on a shotgun? You don't need a digi threat. All you need is this freaking purple shotgun bolt, or a blue, or a gray shotgun bolt. Who cares about what freaking shotgun bolt it is? The Mastiff, it's easy S tier. The Mastiff is easy S tier. How long has this video been going for? 1 hour. 1 hour of me talking about every single gun in Apex. But yeah, that was...
Punching a tunnel.
But yeah.
I set the portal.
What? What? That's a glitch. But yeah. Thank you guys.
Point jumping.
Thanks for watching my YouTube video on what I think the Iron Sights tier list is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy the link for this. But thank you guys so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you would like the video. If you would like this video. If you enjoyed my idiotic self talking about Iron Sights and Apex Legends, then leave a like. If you think differently about where things should be, like if you think like Vault SMG should be in like B tier because it's not good, go ahead and leave a comment on go ahead and leave a comment on where you think the Vault should be, or anything else. Just leave a comment on where you would put everything, or like just I don't know. But if you liked it, maybe like the video. If you want to like know about every single dumb video that I make, then you can subscribe and turn on the full notification bell so that you can get every single video I make. And if you don't like this video, feel free to give a thumbs down. And maybe leave a comment about, like, leave a detailed comment about everything that you hated in my video, because that'll sure help my day out. But all sarcasticness aside, if you did not enjoy the video, you can dislike. I will not be sad if you do not like my video, because that's your personal opinion. I like this video. I like it.
Going to phase.
I like the genre of it. But yeah. So yeah, anyway. But yeah, anyway, if you guys did enjoy the video and you want to see more of my dumb content, then you might want to subscribe. And that's about it. Yeah, if you liked it, like. If you dislike it, dislike. If you think something should be paced differently, then you can leave a comment. But if you do leave a comment about where you think things should be placed differently, don't be mean about it. Boom. Okay, well, I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.